Let me ask you something. Are you the same person you were 10 years ago? Not metaphorically, literally. Your body has changed. Your cells have changed. Your beliefs have changed. Your relationships have changed. Memories, ambitions, they've all changed. And somewhere along the way, even your morality has shifted quietly without asking your permission. The person you once were might barely recognize the person staring back at them in the mirror right now. And so what exactly survived? There's an old story that's been keeping philosophers up at night for over 2,000 years. It's about a ship. But it's not really about ship at all. It's about you. The story goes back to Plutarch, writing about the legendary vessel of Theseus, the ship that carried a hero home and was kept in the harbor afterward as a monument. But wood rots, planks crack. Salt water doesn't forgive anything. And so the people maintaining the ship began replacing the pieces. One plank here, one mast there, a beam, a rail, a hull aboard eaten through time. Piece by piece, year after year, until eventually, and this is the part that breaks the brain a little, every single original piece had been replaced. Not most of it, all of it. And yet, the whole time, people kept calling it the same thing. The Ship of Theseus. So here's the problem. Is it really still the same ship? At what point did it stop being the original? Was it after the first plank? Halfway through? Maybe at 90%? Or did the identity of the ship survive every single replacement all the way through? Now here's where it gets vicious. Imagine someone quietly saved every original plank that was pulled off the ship over the years. Every piece of the quote-unquote old ship stored somewhere, waiting. And imagine those original pieces are eventually reassembled, put back together to their original configuration. Now, there are two ships. One is built entirely from the original material, every board authentic, every beam the real thing. But now it has no history. It's never sailed. It's simply a reconstruction. The other has none of the original material left at all, but it has the unbroken continuous history. It's the one that's been in the harbor the entire time. The one everyone has been calling by that name for decades. So which one is actually the Ship of Theseus? There's no clear answer. That's not a flaw in the thought experiment. That's the entire point. And this is where philosophy stops being about wood and rope. Because you are the ship. Now, Go find an old photograph of yourself 10 years old, 20, maybe even just 5 years ago. Look at it. Is that you? I mean, in one sense, obviously, yes, same name, same bloodline, same rough continuity of a body that grew from that one into this one. But psychologically, maybe not so obvious. That person had different fears, different desires, different beliefs, different dreams, different enemies, different friends, different goals, a different, smaller understanding of what the world even was. Perhaps you once believed something you'd be embarrassed to admit today. Maybe you once loved someone you can barely stand the thought of right now. Maybe you wanted something so badly it kept you up at night. And today, it means nothing to you. Less than nothing. So, what is it that connects the two of you? Is it your name? Your body? Your memories? Your consciousness? Maybe it's your personality? The unbroken thread of your existence through time? Or is it simply the story you keep telling yourself? The narrative stitched together after the fact to make it feel like one continuous life instead of a sequence of different people wearing the same face. Let's start with the part that's easiest to prove and the hardest to feel. Your body is not a fixed object, it's an ongoing event. Cells die, cells regenerate. Your appearance changes slowly, then suddenly. Your brain physically changes, rewiring itself with every new skill, every trauma, every habit. Your physical capabilities rise, peak, and eventually decline. You age whether you're paying attention or not. And through all of it, you experience yourself as one continuous person. The teenager, 20-year-old, 30-year-old, the 40-year-old, the elderly person, at the very end, looking all the way back down the line at every version of themselves that came before. One continuous I. But is that continuity real? Or is your brain just extraordinarily, relentlessly good at stitching together an uninterrupted narrative out of what is materially a body that's been under constant renovations your entire life? Now here's something to think about. Maybe you aren't a permanent object moving through time. Perhaps you are a process that keeps convincing itself it is an object. There's a difference between being something and continuing to be something. we tend to assume they are the same, and they may not even be. Now, move past the body. The more disturbing version of the Ship of Theseus isn't happening to your cells. It's happening up here, in your mind. Think about what you believed simply 5 years ago. Take it back to 10 years ago, 15 years ago. How much of it actually remains intact? Politics, religion, morality, relationships. What success even means: money, love, death, God, freedom, meaning. You replaced pieces of your worldview one at a time, plank by plank. So gradually, you barely noticed the ship underneath. You was becoming a different vessel. And still, you say it so casually. Changed my mind. But who changed it? The old you or the new you? If the old you did the changing, then the old you must still exist somewhere to have done it. But if the new you did it, then the new you was arguing against a version of yourself that, by definition, no longer even exists. If your beliefs can be completely overhauled while you remain unmistakably you, then maybe identity was never dependent on holding the same beliefs in the first place. Then the harder question follows right behind that. How much can you change before you become someone else entirely? This is where it gets personal, because this is the entire premise of trying to become better at anything. Self-improvement sounds simple on the surface. Become better. Become stronger. Become wiser. Destroy the bad habits and build good ones. Change your mindset. But look closer at the strange implication buried inside that idea. The entire purpose of self-improvement is to change who you are. And yet, we still talk about it as though there's a fixed, stable you sitting behind that wheel, deciding to make that change. So ask yourself honestly, if you actually succeed and you become the person you always wanted to be, are you still the same person who wanted that in the first place? Maybe that's the beautiful contradiction hiding inside all of it. You have to destroy parts of yourself in order to preserve what you actually value. The coward is to become courageous. The undisciplined person has to become disciplined. The ignorant person has to become educated. The bitter person has to learn how to forgive. The weak person has to become strong. In some real sense, the old identity has to die for the new one to exist at all. And yet, we don't call that death. We call the whole process becoming yourself. Now take that same paradox and drop it into something that actually hurts. Imagine you've been with someone for 20 years. Here's the uncomfortable truth. You are not the two people who met 20 years ago. They've changed. You've changed. Priorities have changed. Appearances changed. Dreams have changed. Fears changed. The relationship itself, the actual thing between you, has changed. Piece by piece, year after year. So what does it really mean when you say, we've been together for 20 years? Is that relationship one continuous thing? Or is it actually thousands of slightly different relationships, each one quietly replacing the last? All connected only by memory and habit. And the story you agree to keep telling, push it even further. Because this is where it stops being comfortable. If someone changes so dramatically that you no longer recognize the person you once fell in love with, are you still obligated to love them simply because of who they used to be? Now, bring memory into it, because memory might be the load-bearing wall of your entire identity. What if identity actually depends on memory? If you lost every memory of your childhood, would you still be the same person? If you forgot your family, your accomplishments, your failures, your worst trauma, your happiest moment, would you still exist in any meaningful sense? Or would there just be a body walking around wearing your name like a stranger's coat? Now flip it. What if someone could implant a memory into your mind? You suddenly remember an event that never actually happened, but you believe completely and without any doubt that it did. Does that false memory become part of your identity simply because you believe it? This raises a genuinely unsettling possibility. Maybe the person you think you are is, in large part, just a collection of memories, and memories are notoriously unreliable. They shift, they blur, they get rewritten every time you recall them. So how stable is a self that's built on a foundation like that? Now take the whole thing somewhere darker. Imagine someone commits a terrible crime. 20 years pass. That person has completely transformed. Genuinely, provably. They regret what they did. They spent 2 decades dedicating their life to helping others. They are, by any honest measure, almost unrecognizable from the person who committed that crime. Are they the same person? If yes, then how much should the person standing in front of you today be punished for the actions of the person they used to be? If no, then who exactly deserves a punishment? The person who committed the crime doesn't even exist anymore, this logic. So who's left to be held accountable? This is the exact tension between identity and responsibility. And it doesn't resolve cleanly. We want people to be capable of real change, but we also need people to be accountable for what they've done. And so, how exactly is someone supposed to become a genuinely different person without simply escaping responsibility for who they used to be? Think about that. Tough one to swallow. Let's come back to the paradox. Maybe there is no single plank that makes the Ship of Theseus the Ship of Theseus. Maybe identity was never about the individual components in the first place. Maybe it's continuity, the story, the relationships between the parts, the history, the trajectory, the whole thing traces through time. And maybe the same is true of you. Maybe you are not yourselves, not your beliefs, not your memory, not your personality, not even your circumstances. Maybe you is simply the pattern created by all those things interacting continuously across time. Then the ultimate question shows up, and it doesn't leave. If the pattern changes enough, when does pattern become something else entirely? There may be no clean line. And that's not a failure of the question. That's the entire point. There's something worth actually taking with you. You don't have to remain the person you were. You aren't obligated to protect an old identity simply because you've been dragging it around for years. The version of you that was afraid doesn't get to dictate the behavior of the version of you that exists right now. The version of you that failed doesn't get to define the version of you that comes next. The version of you that was angry doesn't need to stay angry. The version of you that was weak doesn't have to stay weak. And maybe, most importantly, you are allowed to replace the pieces of yourself, one belief at a time, one habit, one fear at a time, one weakness at a time, until one day you look back down the line and realize almost everything has been swapped out. And yet, somehow, you are still here. Don't let this settle into easy motivational philosophy. It deserves to be challenged. What if there is no permanent self at all? What if the you've been so desperately trying to preserve was never really there to begin with? What if identity is just an illusion consciousness constructs to maintain a sense of continuity, a survival trick more than a truth? If that's the case, then maybe death isn't simply the destruction of self at the very end. Maybe every single moment is already a small death. Person you were 5 minutes ago is gone. Thought you had is gone. The emotion you felt a second ago is already gone. The moment itself has already passed and will never return. And yet consciousness keeps producing another moment, another thought, another version of you seamlessly over and over. So fast you never noticed the seams. Maybe existence was never about maintaining a permanent identity at all. Maybe existence simply is the continuous process of becoming. Let's slow down for a second. Imagine yourself 10 years from now. Different experiences, different relationships, different beliefs, a different body, different priorities. It's entirely possible that the person you become would barely recognize the person you are right now reading this. Will that person still be you? And if the answer is yes, what makes it you? Think about that. Maybe the question isn't whether you are the same person. Maybe the question is whether you are becoming someone you can live with. You are the Ship of Theseus. Every day, something gets replaced. A belief, a habit, a fear, a relationship, a piece of your body, a piece of your identity. And maybe the goal was never to keep every original piece. Maybe the goal is to make damn sure that whatever you become is a ship worth sailing. If this resonated, if this hit, share it. If you really enjoyed it, smash that subscribe button. Follow me everywhere. We're building something real here. Stay grounded, stay sharp, and stay unshakable.